Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to start off by introducing myself. My name is Gina Wilson, and I am the Family Engagement Coordinator. I want to thank everyone who is currently listening and watching live, and those that will be joining us later. And I want to thank you guys for joining us on our Level Up Thursday featuring Ohio Means Jobs. I want to do a little small introduction to Ohio Means Jobs. So Ohio Means Jobs is a collaborative workforce system that offers many employment programs and services at no cost to businesses and adult job seekers, dislocated workers, low-income youth and adults, veterans, people receiving temporary assistance for needy families, and many others. Our Ohio Means Jobs programs and services include full access to computer resource room, education, occupational training, job match, job service assistance, and employment-related youth programs. On the call today, we also have Ms. Yolanda Hamilton, who is our diversity, equity, and inclusion consultant. We have Ms. Sherry Bailey, and we also have staff from Ohio Means Jobs that we are so thankful for you guys to be joining us today. And before we get started with introductions, I want to let everyone know that during the session, you can either text me at 216-777-2279 or email me at gwilson@ghbulldogs.org with questions during the session. So I will pass it on over to you, Ms. Collins. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you guys so much for having us, Gina. Hello, everyone. My name is Mrs. Collins. I'm with the Ohio Means Jobs Cleveland Cuyahoga County office. I'm the administrative officer there, and we're very excited to have our Young Adult Resource Center staff join us today as part of the presentations, and also you'll be hearing some information about our adult services as well to meet the family community needs. So at this time, I'm going to open the floor up to our YRC staff as well as our Ohio Means Jobs staff. Thank you so much for having us.
Hello, I am Aaliyah Cross. I'm the Program Administrative Assistant to the YRC, and I'm introducing a participant, Deja Bogan, as well. She will be speaking later on in the presentation. Thank you.
I'm Benjamin Croco. I'm one of the young adult case managers in the YRC. I'm part of our team. I'll be talking about some of the different programming and options that are available to you.
Hi, good afternoon. My name's Lindsay Parada. I'm the Employment and Training Project Coordinator with Ohio Means Jobs, Cleveland Cuyahoga, and I'll be talking to you about our adult services today.
Hello, Garfield Heights seniors. My name is Aaliyah Cross, and I'm the Program Administrative Assistant to the Young Adult Resource Center. The Young Adult Resource Center, or the YRC, is part of Ohio Means Jobs, Cleveland, Cuyahoga County. My job at the YRC allows me to personally connect with young adults interested in career training opportunities and job placement help, who are also interested in accessing career training opportunities and job placement help in the area. Any young adult 18 to 24 can come drop in Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 to utilize the services available. Once a young adult is in contact with the YRC, we will discuss your long and short-term goals. If you are experiencing barriers that make it hard for you to get training or keep a job, you can tell us what you need and we will get you connected to the resources necessary to achieve and maintain self-sufficiency. I myself was a young adult in need of employment services, along with other vital barrier assistance in February 2019. I have recently lost my seasonal job in retail management due to the store closing. I needed to find something new in order to take care of myself and pay my bills. I did not know what was the next step to take towards bettering my future. I was not aware of all of the employment services that were in the community. I had attended college, but I did not graduate. I went to Ohio Means Jobs because it said jobs in the title, so I figured it was a good place to start. Since I was 24 at the time, I was connected to the YRC. I spoke to a staff member at the YRC who was really nice. She asked me what I wanted to do and what my dreams were. I didn't know what I was good at, and I didn't know what my skills were. I knew I had a lot of barriers and challenges and figured that it would make it hard for me to find a job that I really wanted. I was willing to settle for any job that would hire me. She asked me to think about what kind of job I wanted, regardless of any personal challenges I was facing. And she also really pushed me to think and reflect. I said, if my life was perfect, I would want a job where I could dress professionally and answer the phone and be a friendly face to people. Okay. She told me about the customer care service training program that was starting soon. She told me the program would give me money called performance incentives for attending classes, dressing professionally, and doing the coursework. She also told me that I would have a case manager who would help me address some of the barriers I was facing in my personal life. She helped me fill out paperwork to determine if I was eligible for the program, and I was. Shortly after, I was guided to the customer care program. The program was 6 weeks long. I learned so many vital professional skills in the CCP, or customer care program. We spent a lot of time practicing different scenarios so that we would learn how to be the best customer service representative in a difficult situation. We role played on how to deal with difficult customers. We also worked on job search and job readiness skills. We did mock interviews and wrote resumes and cover letters. They also taught me about basic business writing skills that helped me improve my grammar as well as my typing speed and skills. We participated in different career fairs as well, one of which I maintained a position placement at Huntington Bank. I graduated during the program. I graduated the customer care credential program in March 2019. I stayed in touch with the staff at the YRC, and within a few months, there was an opening for the administrative assistant position, which involved dressing professionally, answering phones, and assisting visitors to the YRC. I applied for the job with my newly obtained skill set, and I got the position. This is the first job I have ever had that offered me paid time off and other benefits like health insurance. I thought I would have to go to college or get a degree for a job like this. I have maintained my position for what will be my first year, June 11th, 2020. This past year, I applied the training I received and utilized the amazing services that are available to me. I had not ever heard of the YRC prior to that day in February, and I'm honored that I get to inform Mass Youth about this amazing opportunity and programs in the area. So thank you. I apologize for the stuttering. The message is there. Thank you. Oh, and next we have Deja Bogan, who is also a success story.
Hi, once again, my name is Deja Bogan. I am currently still in the program. The program has actually helped me out a lot. I came from Dayton, Ohio, which left me without a job. I have a younger son, so I needed some care from people who can basically place me in a position where I could get a better job. A lot of jobs, they offer like minimum wage. So they basically take you and ask you, where do you want to go? Most of the time it's about like, it's not about what you wanted, but they made it about what we wanted. And just like Aaliyah said, they do mock interviews, they do a resume with you. And I had a resume, but my resume wasn't put in the correct format. So they sit you down, they tell you how to build a resume, then they help you with the resume with the things that you have. They make it sound better in a professional manner. And then, you know, a lot of people get nervous when they got to go to like an interview. So we role played with the interviews, which was, for me, it helped me a lot. Now, when I do interviews, I feel strong, I feel confident. And then, you know, they're like a little family to me. I still keep in contact with my counselor and everyone at the program. I made friends from there. I really didn't have a lot of friends coming from a different city. And then when they asked me what I wanted to do, I always wanted to stay in the healthcare field. As a young adult, graduating out of high school, I took a home health aid class, and then they put me into a 4-week job training where I'm actually at a real job site. And I did that for 4 weeks, and I was paid to do that. And then once I left from there, it was like, oh, no, wait, you're not done yet. We still want to help you. So they paid for me to take STNA classes. And my future goal is to be a registered nurse. So that's like the next step under registered nurse. So I was real excited. I completed the course. I'm actually working in the field now, and they still keep in contact with me. And the whole program was just real uplifting. I felt like I had no one until I came to the program. They taught me to be on time. They give you a limit to, like, you got to be on time. So when you get into that you wake up every day, you come to the program, it gets you ready for like when you have a job and you got to wake up every day to come to your job. So they did that with us. And the whole thing, they took us to on a field trip basically, and we went to where they do the like the television cartoons, and they sat down and talked with us to reach out to younger adults. So my opinion on the program, I think, is a very successful program. I'm still in the program, and they have did nothing but help me with the program, within the program. And it was like a family. And, you know, with me having a younger son and being able to stay uplifted and call them, not just when I need something with the program, but just to call them they call me and say, hey, how's everything going? Are you okay? And I say, yeah. And like they said, the first time when I walked through the doors, they said, we're going to stick with you forever. And that's exactly what they did. So I'm very appreciative. I hope that other young adults could come if they feel like they need job training, and anything that they want to do, you know, is out there for you to do it. And I took advantage of it, and I think it's a great idea for the next person to take advantage. And also, I be telling people like, hey, go to the YRC program. It's going to help you. If you need help, you know, they're there for you. They're always going to stick with you. If you need someone to legally help you, they're there in that area. They're there to, you know, like, I didn't have clothes because you got to be professional. They were trying to build you up to, when you walk through the door, the employer is going to, you know, you came ready. So they gave us clothes. I still have those to this day. I still use it. And when I built my resume, I built it as if I was speaking. I use words like and, you know, but they told me how to say it. Like, you don't put certain stuff on there. You have to say it professionally. So, you know, it's just things that's going to always stick with me until I be able to tell my son. And hopefully this program is still around where he could possibly get help too. And I can relay this to other young adults. This is a very great program. I'm very happy. I'm successful. I got a job in the field that I desire. And if anyone need help, I recommend this program. Thank you.
Thank you, Deja. My name is, like I said before, I'm Benjamin Croco. I'm one of the young adult case managers at the YRC. So when you come through the YRC, you do something usually called the CCMEP, which stands for Comprehensive Case Management Employment Program. And basically what that is it's your job search Swiss Army knife. So anything that you need in terms of looking for job skills, job training, we can do in the YRC. You can find some way to fit the program that you're interested in, the skills that you need, or the help that you need into do an employment case plan to work with you. So some of the examples of things we do is paid skill training. So we can help you get skill training in cosmetology. If you're interested in doing hair and nails and that you want to have that be your job, we can help you get an internship or a placement in one of those places to learn those skills and help you get paid to learn job skills. Another example is CDL, over the road trucking, which is in big demand right now. There are lots of people who are hiring for truckers because we've got a huge demand for products in stores and online. So we can get you into a program. We just had a success story. In less than 12 weeks, you can go to a CDL program and come out the other side with a professional license and be on the road. Other things that we do include credit and debt education. I know you guys are high school students. You learn a lot in high school, but I know when I was in high school, I didn't learn anything about how credit works, how credit affects what kind of car you're going to get, what kind of apartment you're going to get, and how to do that. We have classes in the YRC to help you learn those things and how to get good credit instead of bad credit. Like Leah and Deja mentioned, we do resume rewriting. If you go to a professional resume rewriter, that can cost you $100, $200 an hour for them to look at it. We offered you that free of charge to review your resume and put it in the terms and the language that employers are looking for. And we can also help you do job search. So maybe you know what you want to do, and we can connect you to our network of employers. But if you don't know what you want to do, we can look at job interest tests. So maybe you're a people person, but you don't know what kind of job you want to do, and we can kind of narrow down that job search for you. Or maybe you say, I'm interested in childcare, but I've never actually worked in a daycare. Well, we can help you get a placement someplace to try out that job and see, is this a good fit for me? And if it's not, it's work experience lets you try it out and say, you know what, I tried that. That's not the best fit for me. Let me try something else. So it's a really good chance to learn what you're good at and what you want to do. The other thing that we can do is we can connect you to what are called in-demand jobs. So we have lists and resources that allow us to go and say, these are employers who are hiring right now. These are employers who are hiring at $15, $16, $17 an hour. So it's a living wage for you and your family. Some of those jobs are here on this screen. So stuff like CNC operation, IT help desk, so working at IT, doing customer support, culinary, working in restaurants, working in hotels, pharmacy tech. So going and working in CVS, Walgreens, Target in their pharmacy, helping out with those skills. And you can come out with a licensure and a test, and we can help you study for that test and prepare for it, and then pay for it when the time comes to pay for taking that test and that licensure. We also have placements in local organizations like University Hospital and Key Bank, among our network of different employers. So we really want to be your guide and your tool to find the job that's right for you to get what you want. So if you want to have a nice place to live, we can help you try to figure out what your housing situation and your budget is. If you want to have nice things for your kids and figure out childcare and how to work that out in your schedule, we can help you do that too. So all in all, we're your kind of one-stop shop and multi-tool for what you're looking for. So that's us in the YRC, and I know Lindsay has a lot of the same things in terms of the adult side. So I'm going to pass it off to her to talk about some of those programs.
Thank you. Oh, did you want to?
I have that how to move forward for both of us as the last slide. So it has both of our information. This talks about the process for the YRC. So you call that number and you schedule with Aaliyah and you'll bring your information. But at the end of this presentation, I have the number for both for Aaliyah and for Lindsay. So you can kind of write down both those numbers. All right.
Great. Great. So I'm going to be talking about our adult services, what is offered to those of you who may be looking for employment and those of you who may be looking for training, and then how to connect with us during COVID-19. So like we said in the beginning, Ohio Means Jobs, Cleveland Cuyahoga provides services to meet the needs of both job seekers and employers, and we are the matchmaker between those two. So during COVID-19, we are offering all of our services virtually. So if you'd like to connect with us, you can begin by contacting Lauren Polk. Her phone number there is 216-978-1375. Lauren will then schedule you for an online orientation using Zoom or phone if you don't have access to Zoom. After orientation, you'll be provided an intake, and then after intake, you'll be provided a case manager to assist in your job seeking or training needs. As far as eligibility goes for our services, there are 3 basic criteria. You're 18 or older, you are a US citizen or authorized to work in the US, and if you are a male, you're registered for selective service. The documents that you'll need to register with us are a resume, but if you don't have one, we'll help you create one free of charge, a driver's license or state ID, or a certificate, passport, or social security card. I will note that during COVID-19, you're not required to provide any documentation if you don't feel comfortable sending that over the internet. So some of the services you can find at Ohio Means Jobs if you're a job seeker are facilities and tools to conduct a job search, career counseling and career planning, job search assistance, recruitment and referrals to jobs, short-term job training assistance, and workshops. And then for employers, we have recruitment and resume screening assistance, workforce hiring incentives, training and skills enhancement, layoff aversion, and then targeted recruitment events. So as far as you would go for our employment services, you have an array of team members that can help you. You have intake specialists to help you get started on your job search, talent developers who will help you identify the right job for you and build your job seeking skills. Training specialists help you find training to get you qualified for the job. Community development specialists bring our services to partner organizations. And we help you identify transferable skills and potential career paths, provide information and referral services to help resolve barriers, and provide services including career counseling and job search skills. So what does job search assistance mean? That means we can give you vocational exploration, resume preparation assistance, development of a job search plan, job development, referrals to job openings listed by our business service department, and you can be invited to targeted recruitment events. Occupational skills training, we have grants that are job seeker focused tools that provide support for short-term training. So as far as occupational skills training goes, we help with in-demand training that is up to a year. So examples of in-demand training: healthcare, transportation, manufacturing, IT. And we can help anywhere from $6,000 to $8,500, which usually does cover the majority of your training program. If you're looking for more job seeking assistance, we have a business service department. Their job is to create relationships with employers in our community, and they post and fill their open positions. So we have people who are always posting those events, holding recruitment events that you could come to. They'll pre-screen you, they'll let you know what that employer is looking for, and then they will connect you to those employers and get you that interview. So I was asked about some employment during COVID-19, what that looks like. And I spoke with our business service department to get some of those answers. So the questions were, are there employers hiring right now? Are any of the employers you're recruiting for virtual? What type of jobs are hiring right now? And what does the starting pay look like? So we do have employers hiring right now. We have over 160 open and active job orders our recruiters are currently sourcing for. We do not currently have any companies that are hiring for specific work from home positions. As of now, all of the positions have an expectation of working in a designated location. With the current situation, we do assume that some of these positions may move to work from work from home. However, we have a current focus on a lot of the healthcare and manufacturing jobs where the need is to be on site. We'll be doing some virtual recruitments in the near future. workers can interact with employers virtually regarding job opportunities. The need is all over with the current focus on manufacturing and healthcare, and the pay ranges are widely based on the positions as well as experience. To give you some examples, we have environmental service, which we'll be holding a virtual recruitment for on May 27th with a starting wage of $15. We have administrative assistant for $15, field service technician for $24, and warehouse worker for $13 to $14 an hour. We do have services for military veterans. So veteran representatives are available on site, and we could even connect you to them right now. They're there to help with specialized services and connect you to additional resources. We also have an equal access service representative who can help any job seekers who have a barrier to employment due to injury, illness, impairment, and there are additional resources that we'll be able to connect you with if you feel comfortable disclosing that. And then for those of you who are 55 years or older, we have senior community service employment programs, AARP and Vantage Aging, and those serve unemployed individuals who are 55 years or older by providing on-the-job training employment grants, where you would work 16 to 20 hours a week at local host sites in Cuyahoga County. And they are currently working even through all of this as well. And then these are a lot of the agencies and organizations that Ohio Means Jobs Cleveland Cuyahoga is in partnership with.
Thank you guys so much for that. We actually had a few questions come through. So I'll start with the first one. Someone asked, when can they start the program? And that I would say we can maybe link two questions together. When can they start? And where can they call? So I see you have some of that information up right now.
So yeah, the information is up regarding the YRC and then the team for OMJ in terms of, if you're a young adult, 18 to 24, you'll call the YRC number. You'll speak with Aaliyah and we'll get you scheduled for an appointment. Same kind of process, just with a different person for the over 25. So, I had an appointment scheduled this morning for Tuesday. So, as early as next week, we have open appointments to get people into the YRC to have that conversation about your interests. And then those are the numbers that you call and would kind of screen you and move from there.
All right. Kind of to piggyback off of that, we had someone ask, when do you suggest that they call? Is there a specific time, specific days of the week that you guys are open taking calls?
The YRC is available for calls from 8 a.m. to 4:30. If I don't answer, you can still leave a message with your information and I will probably contact you within that same day. And we can get you scheduled for an appointment, a CCMEP assessment, and that'll get you on the path towards starting a program pretty soon.
Okay.
The adult services are the same, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30.
Okay, perfect. Another person asked, they said they know that I had mentioned no cost, but does it cost anything at any point? No.
No. So this is free of charge to you, and like Aaliyah mentioned, and I believe Lindsay mentioned, we can try to help you with some of those built-in costs in terms of starting an employer. So an example for that is we're able to help people cover the cost of scrubs if they're starting as an STNA, or if you're going to a construction site and you need steel-toed boots. We have access to those resources because we understand that can be a barrier to being able to start. So it's nothing out of pocket to you.
And Gina, I would just like to say, with Ohio Means Jobs Cleveland Cuyahoga County, we are funded by the U.S. Department of Labor, where we have Workforce Innovative Opportunity Act dollars that are earmarked for free services in regards to employment services and training opportunities. So since we are funded by the U.S. Department of Labor, and the goal is to assist residents, Cleveland and Cuyahoga County residents, with becoming employed or on a career pathway or training opportunities, that's why we're able to cover these things for free through our funding through the U.S. Department of Labor. So we thank them.
Yes, thank you for that. We have one more. About how long until they can get a paying job when they first initially meet with you?
So that's going to depend on the job and whether it's in demand, but we can get somebody placed into a work experience in as little as 2 weeks. Basically, it's the process of, you come in. For us, you have your CCMEP assessment. We ask about your interests and what you want to do, and we can get you into a paid work or a work experience. It's going to depend on what you're interested in and whether we have, an employer with that interest hiring right now. But we know that there are in-demand jobs, and we see those postings for this person is looking to fill immediately. If you want to do that, we can do that right away.
Perfect. And I do have a question. With these job placements, are the majority of them on a bus line or easy to get to? And if so, is there any assistance with transportation?
There is assistance with transportation. That's part of, as Amanda mentioned, those WIOA funds, so we can help provide you with bus passes. We do try to ask when we're going through, do you have access to a car? Do you have access to a bus? And if that's something that you need assistance with, we're going to try to connect you to an employer that is accessible to you. One of those questions that I usually ask is, if your daycare is on this side of town and your employer is on that side of town, how easy is it for you to get there? So we can try to figure out, right? We don't want you going an hour one way and then an hour the other way. So we try to get those things as close together.
Awesome. Any last minute tips or suggestions for any of our audience members, of those that are currently watching now or that may tune in later?
I would say to the family community, please take advantage of those services with contacting Lauren Polk at that 978-1375 number, because we have the opportunity to serve the adults as well as the young adults through Ohio Means Jobs. And for our young adults that are graduating soon, congratulations to you. And the soonest you can start with calling the YRC at the 777-8222 number, the better it would be for you to get on your career pathway or your training track. So now is the time for the family as well as the graduates.
Yes, awesome. So I want to say thank you on behalf of everyone on the call in Garfield Heights City School District. And a student just wanted me to relay the message and say thank you. This was very helpful, and they appreciate all of this information. So not only am I thankful, those that may be watching and those that watch later, thank you from us in Garfield Heights. We really appreciate you taking your time and doing this with us today.
Thank you so much for having all of us.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are we out?
Yes.
So if you could just stop sharing your screen, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. It's wonderful.